All right, welcome back to another video. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, or even subscribe. Let's get into it. Now, this is another Helldivers 2 video, and I personally enjoy playing Helldivers 2. I just wish that some of the issues were addressed, like crashing. Crashing has just been pretty much a number one issue on top of like a list of issues. And I just think before, or when they drop this big update, I hope it comes with like
Since launch, we've improved Helldivers quite significantly together with you, the community. We've released a lot of content, such as the flyers, the TCS missions, the destruction of an entire planet. This time around, we've got something special prepared for you.
It's our first step out of many, where we're gonna expand the game in big, meaningful ways.
Now, I would just want to say that those content drops were actually pretty good. It's just that when it came to like stability of it all, it wasn't that great. Especially the planet extermination mission where we turned, I forget its name, into an artificial black hole. That that whole planet was just a graphical and technical mess, just a little bit. Like uh the FPS wasn't steady. Way too many enemies on screen at once trying to get at you, and then constant influx of shriekers flying up from out of the ground. We couldn't, and on top of that, planet side debuffs. Well, of course, stratagem. So we couldn't. We didn't have enough firepower to throw out at the enemy compared to what the enemy was throwing at us. Let's continue.
New game modes, new objectives, new enemies, and
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The chicken walkers were okay as they were. Now they're getting an upgrade, and guess what? More rockets, heavier cannons. Come on now. When can we get like a vehicle based stratagem that we can use? We can, it can just be one or two use, and then we could just go about. It could be a tank. It could be something with like a warthog from Halo, with a mounted a Vulcan cannon on it or something, or auto cannon turret on top. Can we get something? Can we get a tank, a rail cannon, something? Let's continue. I don't. Ooh, and then they're getting more and more firepower, which seems to be better than what we're being manufactured. What is going on? Democracy truly has stagnated in the 100 years of peace.
even a whole new difficulty.
To give you that, we have to escalate it. An escalation.
Oh, let me go back.
Difficulty.
To give you that.
Now, typically, what'll happen right here is your game will hard crash. It'll be this freeze frame right here. It'll look glorious at first, but then it will start to get choppy, and then bam, you're right back out into your PlayStation screen. And that's not fun for anybody. If the game can't handle all these effects going on at once and extra enemy influx going on at the same time, it's pretty. The game will get pretty dodgy, especially when you're trying to you everything is going good. You got max amount of samples you can take. You've done all the side missions. You've got the radar tower out. You're collecting treasures at the same time. Things is going good, and then bam, crash. And that's just it's like the main reason why I've slowed down playing, because the option to get in-game premium currency is really nice compared to just using your money. Let's continue.
We have to escalate it. Escalation or freedom. When freedom escalates, its opponents escalate.
We're bringing back a fan favorite from Helldivers 1, the stabby, tentacled beast known as the Impaler.
When you're playing against the Terminids, you can always try and run away. The Impaler ruins that plan. They will maybe cut off your escape route, and then you will probably have to stay and fight. Or you can fight the tentacles.
The Spore Charger. This one has fog traveling around it. It's constantly moving, so it's going to come right out of the fog and scare the lights out of you.
The automatons are bringing in artillery.
A big tank that shoots.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So, how am I trying to say this? So, you give us the new Commando quad rocket, and then you're basically kind of making it kind of useless, like kind of bad when it comes to adding in more charger variants, as if the behemoth wasn't enough on its own, and then its spawn rate is still crazy, and then the ability to just instant transmission right up on you or around the corner or a mile away, walking towards your exact location, heat seeking with a bunch of other little roaches and hunters around it. Now I got one question: Will this type of charger be like a boss encounter, like a little mini boss encounter? Because if so, okay, cool. That'll shake up the gameplay a bit. If you keep it like that, it'll be like you know you have a high risk of running into these type of charger variants that'll come at you. But if you're just gonna sit up here and spam 2 or 3 of these things on top of regular chargers and Bio Titans and Behemoths, yeah, we got a problem. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I don't know about that design choice. I don't think it'll be cool. And then again, the game stability is pretty dodgy. Otherwise, overall, the design of it looks sick. Its abilities look sick. I love it. Love the design. Let's keep moving. Now the pustule charge. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Save your ammo when it comes to them your trash primary or secret secondary. It's not really primaries. Just save your ammo. Don't even bother wasting it on the pus filled sacks that's hanging off of it. This isn't Last of Us. Just hit it with anti-material. Get it out of the way as fast as possible. When you're playing on harder difficulties, you need efficiency. You need something that's gonna get rid of certain situations. Being able to hit the button on it, get it out the way, because there's gonna be more around the corner, right behind you, somewhere in the vicinity. They're coming. It just is what it is.
This one has fog traveling around it. It's constantly moving, so it's going to come right out of the fog and scare the lights out of you.
The automatons are bringing in artillery.
A big tank that shoots rockets.
If you're further
Oh, Jesus, come on now. When the game first came out, I used to really enjoy like facing the automatons, even with the rocket boys out here spamming and then being able to snipe 360 no scope your ass from like 7 miles away. That's fine. I'm willing to just stick with that compared to what this is. Because if this is just like gonna be a bot drop tank, okay, cool. But if it's just gonna be a tank that's just gonna be out there roaming with gunships, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. This is you're cranking the difficulty on an enemy faction that's already way overtuned. I, Again, we gotta get we ourselves need the firepower to match. Some throwaway just okay, let's continue.
away, you can see it aim towards the skies and fire rockets in the air, so you have a barrage.
Enemy mortar fire in your vicinity. Attention, Helldivers. Enemy mortar fire in your vicinity. Attention, Helldivers. Enemy mortar fire in your vicinity. Enemy buy drop. All right, let's just. Oh man, I could see it. I could feel it right now. I can envision it right now.
Coming down on you.
In addition, you'll face off against heavier, more deadly brood commanders.
With a small twist. The allies that it spawn will not be the ones that you used to.
Difficulty 10 has more enemies than we've had before on lower difficulties. We've really ramped it up. It's meant to feel like a real progression from 9.
Look, all that's fine and dandy and all. Yeah, I see you actually got an actual proper hearing. It's in the right decimal, that the right decibel percentage or level to want to hear the people that only want higher difficulties. You know, who cares? I want more difficulty. Or you got a problem, a skill issue. You don't know how to use your weapon that comes with 15 or 20 rounds. That's your problem. That's your problem. That's your fault. Make the game harder. I don't think the game can handle all that. You cranking up another difficulty level, and the game is already shaky as it is when it comes to how it, performs. I don't know. Unless you're gonna drop something really nice to just fix all that. Okay, then cool.
210.
We're also introducing a larger type of outpost, and it's going to be a real challenge to take on these massive fortresses. But if you manage to do so, there will be great rewards waiting for you.
And then when you say great rewards, do you just mean extra credits? Because I don't need credits. If how about this? How about you increase the amount of credits that we can have instead of just being capped at 50,000? Then I can understand that. If you're not gonna give us in-game premium currency. That's fine, but give us something. Give us the ability to just loot this place for some samples, something. But if that's what you mean, then okay.
Of course, what would the galaxy be without planets? Therefore, we wanted to spook it up with a new version of the swamp environment.
Hey, I played on this map, and I just want to tell you, those trees are your biggest threat. Them trees are your biggest enemies, able to just block out any and everything. It just Eagle One, she can't do her job properly. I'm talking about putting not hell bombs, but KG bombs on top of coconut trees, getting stuck on geometry. Uh, and she's missing it by like 2 miles from the target. I don't know how you do that. And then the the performance is not that great on the game when it comes to playing on this typical map right here. Let's continue.
The Acid Storm weather effect now comes with a new mechanic. It reduces the armor of enemies and Helldivers alike. You'll do a lot more damage, but you'll also take more in return, which is...
Hey, if that's the case, then maybe, heavy armor would be a nice choice. But even still, you have other body armors that can get the heavy armor effect. So still pretty pointless.
just as horrifying as it sounds.
In Escalation of Freedom, we have new objectives come in, like the Retrieve Larva mission, where you find this backpack with little crying larvae. Have to be careful because it's gonna be crying a lot, and you're getting swarmed by more and more Terminids.
Okay, so basically, this extract larva bug mission is pretty much the in-universe way of cranking up the difficulty at random intervals because the game already does this. So that's cool. That's cool. I guess I'll take this over nuke nursery missions anytime. This is fine. This is fine. We just grab that and just extract to the bird. We okay.
With the Second Galactic War in full swing, Super Earth is currently battling the automatons and the bugs for control of the Milky Way. The Automaton Legion, they are constantly building bigger and worse war machines. The Terminids' migration patterns seem to be changing. There's also been some irregular readings of the Terminid spores in the various sectors where the Terminids are spreading. And we will see where the story develops from here.
Maybe that's just it'll be too much on your system or your rig, whatever you have. But why not just have a mission where we have faction incursions when they're fighting each other, and then we're tasked with jumping in and pretty much taking advantage of the whole situation, being able to round up or being able to stamp out the automaton threat and the Terminator threat in one swoop. we'll be able to sabotage Terminid, you know, mushroom towers or shrieker hives or bug holes, and then on the other side, we'll be able to sabotage uh automaton processing plants. You know, some drop pods, destroy those. That'll be cool.
So, have we told you everything that's gonna be in the Escalation of Freedom? Of course we haven't.
We have many more surprises in store for you.
A surprise here and there that you maybe didn't expect.
On August 6th, I'm ready to dive, and I hope you are too.
I just want to say, I hope. Last thing I'll say, I hope that the next war bond is just kind of knock it out of the park, or be able to replicate the first 3 or 4 war bonds that came before. Because the previous one, the Viper Commandos, was pretty underwhelming, even compared to the one that gave us the Plasma Punisher and the I forget the other weapon. It gave us the Plasma Punisher and the sickle. There we go. Even compared to that war bond, it's pretty underwhelming. So I hope they drop another one. We can get 2 weapons at least. More cosmetic options. That'll be cool too. Maybe better passive. And I know you gotta like kind of, you know, split it between the premium cosmetic shop and the war bond. Uh Seeing as your cosmetic shop is really lacking and is in a poor state, you might as well just take whatever it is that you're about to put in the or try to find a balance. Try to put maybe 1 or 2 cosmetics in the cosmetic shop, but also give us the option to buy, skins. Not skins for, or paint jobs. Paint jobs for your drop pods or your weapons, your mech suits, stuff like that. Add more to that. And then also have a nice chunk in your war bond. How about that? You gotta try and find some type of balance between the two.